All right, so let me try again. Let me try again. Thank you guys for joining us. This is the Daubers Seeds of Decay. It is an adventure that is going to be coming to Kickstarter soon, just a few months away. And we're going to start off in the Acorn Inn. The Acorn Inn is in Oakden. Oakden is in the kind of the southwest part of the Dauberton Kingdom. And you've gathered here for various reasons that apply to your character specifically, but one of the big attractions right now is the Pumpkin Fest. Every year at this time, Oakden throws the biggest pumpkin fest in the kingdom. There are things like pumpkin rolling races, pumpkin pie baking and eating contest, pumpkin throwing, every kind of pumpkin related event you can come up with, plus lots of fun and revelry. And people were gathering here for that particular event, but something isn't right in the forest. Those who work in the fields and work in the farms and out in the woods have noticed that the greens aren't as bright as they're supposed to be. The earth isn't as nutrient rich as it's supposed to be, and some places even crops are failing. And that is what sort of has led to where we start our adventure. The Pumpkin Fest has been canceled. There's just too many rotten pumpkins, and there's not enough supply to actually fund or provide what we need to make the pumpkin stews and the pumpkin pies and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to start in a somewhat somber Acorn Inn with our friend Vatra on the stage, trying to entertain those who are sitting around and just feeling a little bit sorry for themselves.
Vatra, he sits on the stage. He's a green, light-colored goblin who he's kind of sit cross-legged, hitting the beat of like his bongo drum, and has a long like ponytail in the back and a little bit of a beard and red eyes and grayish, whitish, bushy eyebrows. And he's saving money up for various reasons, but also trying to find a place to stay for the night. And he begins to kind of say a tale, a story that he's made up while he's playing the drum. Before Pumpkin Fest, we had a mysterious being who discovered the first pumpkin plant seed, which we could then grow and wait by drinking mead. While we wait, that is, in the always green, often I do ponder about the mysterious being and the always green garden through tales at Acorn Inn. How did the grotto, a cave with food grown with magic, come to be? The food thrives no matter the season. Cold, hot, winter, summer. Any day, any night. Surely there must be someone, a mysterious being, who journeys far and wide, while the vines in the pumpkin patch rise.
Hey, hey, thanks for that. And this little dauber here sitting at the front with his arms crossed turns towards you with a little clap. Well, at least we've got something to celebrate. I don't even know you, but I'm glad you're here. About that time, everyone's favorite, Beatrice, walks in from the kitchen. Hello, everybody. I know you guys are a little down today, but I'm going to bring you all some cakes. And she moves around the room, handing little cakes to each person. Don't nobody worry. Nobody worry. They don't have any pumpkin in them, so they're not going to make you sick. These are just made from some nuts. We've got hazelnut and flour in them. But they're quite tasty. I assure you. And Vatra, young man, would you like a drink? Do you need a drink for your throat so you can continue?
Perhaps a little water couldn't hurt, but no meat or alcohol by any means. I like to keep a clear head.
Oh, sure, I understand. You might be one of the few. Whoops. This time of the year without the Pumpkin Fest to entertain them, but it's okay. She wanders off back into the kitchen area and disappears. The other daubers that are in the room um, continue to mumble to themselves or to each other. At that time, I'm going to go to the correct layer. Pages. You have come into the Oak Den and are now approaching the Acorn Inn. Perhaps with nothing else better to do, you come in. Would you tell everyone what they see when you come in and do your
Sure.
thing?
So I'm gonna kind of push open the door of the inn and kind of scurry on all fours, but I don't look like a regular raccoon because I'm wearing clothes, which is atypical of a typical raccoon.
Right.
Clothes. I have a bag of items, of like a bedroll and books and bagpipes, all on my back. But I'm still walking in as if I am a raccoon, trying to kind of sneak into the bar as if I was trying to sneak in to steal some food or something like that. I'm gonna kind of scurry on all fours up to the main bar area.
All right. Can you grab your token and move it? Just to, I guess we haven't even really properly tested that.
Screen. Oh no, I don't. I was looking at the wrong spots.
Yep, you'll have to try to find the center of the map here.
I found it. So yeah, I'll kind of scurry over to there.
Oh, okay. As you come in, the first thing that happens is that there's a dauber with blonde hair, and he's got a pretty young look to him, but obviously he's old enough to be behind the bar. And he immediately jumps up and says, "Hey, you there! Get out!" And he kind of runs at you. He grabs a broom from under the bar, and runs toward you.
I mean, this is a little unusual. I do understand.
What? You're talking?
I could be a full paying patron.
Oh.
So I have stolen from you in the past.
What? Okay. All right. So you must be like the gardeners, right? Okay, you're one of them awakened folk.
Yes, that's the term that was used before.
Ah, well, cool. Are you? I haven't seen you around before.
I'm new to town.
Ah. Oh, well. Okay. I don't know what Beatrice usually does for guests of your stature, but you're welcome to make yourself at home. Do you want a drink or some food or anything?
Do you have eggs?
Eggs. Well, we usually just keep a few eggs for baking and things like that. Are you wanting to eat them?
Yeah, raw's fine.
Okay, I'll check on that. But yeah, okay, make yourself at home. Our performer is excellent today. You should go and listen to him. He points over towards Vatra, the goblin that is on the stage. Do you say that as he walks away?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, we usually don't sell them individually, but probably no more than I don't know, maybe half a bottle cap, maybe less. I don't know.
Sounds agreeable.
Okay.
And I'll kind of scurry over to a corner by the performer. I'm not going to sit in a chair.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of nestle myself up in a corner.
Alrighty. With that, Tuck, you approach the Acorn Inn. Again, you are there of your own reason, but at the moment you have no place else to go, as any of the events that you were possibly going to participate in are not happening, or at least the curiosity to view them. So come on in, introduce yourself, and tell the others what they see.
So I'll do my voice as I talk here, but Tuck's gonna walk up the steps, and while he does, he's gonna over the side of the steps scrape the mud off his boots, as not to get any of the mud that he's been tracking around inside the inn, and he'll open the inn and take a step, and everybody sees Tuck. Tuck is just a common daubers. He's got graying black hair, and he's dressed in greens and blacks and browns. His job in life is tend to the herd of his sister's farm, herd of sheep. And she sent him in town for to get some of those prize winning pumpkins, but at last there is there's no celebration to be had. There's no pumpkin fest. So he's gonna come in here and try to get some information. I mean, he comes into town maybe once, twice a year. It's a long walk for Tuck, and so he's gonna walk in and just sit down at one of these tables. Well, first he's gonna go up to the bar and get himself a healthy cider.
All right.
He's a fan of the cider.
Very good.
Gonna see if Beatrice is around.
One of the things you notice first when you come up the steps is there's this dauber sitting over here in the corner of the room, and he actually sees you through the window, scrape your shoes off, and then as you walk in, he kind of looks at you like, huh, not too civilized, I guess. But that might just be you imagining what he says, or thinks, rather.
I mean, to Tuck, he thinks it's the civilized thing to do, not to bring in mud.
Right. A young female dauber comes around behind the bar. She says, hello there. Glad you're here. My I think Beatrice is working in the back, and Toby had to step away, so I noticed that no one was in the shop, so I thought I'd come over. I'm Shaori. You said, can you get you guys a drink or anything?
Yeah, I much appreciate a cider if you got something on the cool side.
Yes, I expect we do. We've got a couple of ciders, actually. There's a nice blueberry cider, and those were blueberries that came in a little earlier in the season. We were able to keep them cool in the stream, so they've lasted quite a while. And then we have just a regular apple cider, and so far no one said that the apples are going bad like the pumpkin, so no worries there.
I'll try with that blueberry cider. That sounds mighty interesting.
All right, she kind of takes a long step to the side here and then just yells, Toby! Get us a blueberry cider, please! You can tell by her tone that she must know Toby, because it almost has a little bit of a playfulness to it.
Right.
About that time, this white-haired, tall, skinny dauber kind of leans over to Shaori. Don't forget my tea. Oh, okay, Herb. Don't you worry. We'll get your tea. Nothing to worry about there.
Do I know anybody in this?
Well, you would probably know Toby and Beatrice. You could kind of say you know other people if you want. This guy with the red hair, I'm not on the right layer. Beside you is named Adriel. He is a farmer. He farms honey, actually. He has a bee farm. You don't recognize anybody else in here. They maybe they're travelers or whatnot.
Okay.
With that, Tina, you approach the Acorn Inn, come up the steps, with much of the same situation as the others. What else is there to do except for come into the tavern and hang out for a while since the lovely festival is canceled? Tell us what everyone sees as you come in.
All right, so I kind of I don't gently open the doors. I have a bag over my shoulder, and my great axe is attached to my bag, and I just I go, and the door kind of slams against the wall, and I go, "Hey, everybody!" And I don't notice, like, it's kind of solemn and stuff, and I just walk in and up to uh the bar also, and the empty seat over here, and I go, "What you got on tap?"
All right. Of course, when you burst through the doors, everybody, turns and looks at you, either out of curiosity or surprise at kind of the clank of the doors banging against the whatever when they go all the way open.
I scurry under the stage if there's any space when that loud boom happens.
You could probably squeeze under there, but it would be pretty tight because if it was a full human-sized stage, it'd be easier to fit. But it's dauber size, so you'd be pretty tight.
I'm still gonna squeeze. The moment that loud, hey everyone, I'm scurrying and squeezing to get away from whatever's coming down.
Nice.
Whatever's coming in here.
Nice. Yeah. So Tina and everyone else in the room, or your attention is focused on her for a moment, but then you hear a little scritch, scritch, scritch. As you turn your head, you see, the tail end of a squirrel sticking out from under the stage as he pulls himself further into it.
Raccoon!
What did I say?
Squirrel.
Squirrel? Why did I do that?
How?
A squirrel coon. All right. Shaori turns to you, Tina. She's a slender young dauber with a long kind of cloak over her. She doesn't look like she's a outdoorsy type, but she does, kind of have some gear strapped to her. She got like a vine rope tied to her hip and stuff. Oh well, we've got some lovely drinks on tap right now. You may have heard me say the blueberry cider. Oh, you weren't even in here yet, but it's the blueberry cider is lovely. We've got a hazelnut mead. Adriel right here actually provided the honey for that, which is really quite nice. I mean, really just about anything. We've got water, of course, and we've got just a little bit of milk. If you like goat's milk, we've got just a little bit left. We got that from Harold's farm, but he's not had as much as usual right now for some reason or another. Yeah, we've got some just a nice ale that was brewed by one of the farmers that's up north in the Barrow. You probably would like that. What sounds good?
How about slap me down some hazelnut mead, and can you top it off with some goat's milk?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we can do that. That's going to be one half a bottle cap or a half a prime, whatever you got. We take them both.
Okay.
She walks out, and at the same time, Beatrice walks in, and she goes straight to Herb, the older dauber, and hands him a cup of tea. I asked that other girl to bring me my tea, and she didn't do it. I don't understand what's happening here. Oh, Herb, it's okay. It's just an extra busy day. Just kind of busy. We got folks in town, and they're all coming in because they don't have nothing else to do. And she comes over here behind the bar and then looks to you, Tuck. Was it you that was asking for raw eggs?
No, Beatrice. And by the way, nice to see you again. We don't get to talk to each other enough, but I have no idea who wants raw eggs. That's just insanity, if you ask me. Absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
I had a blueberry cider.
Oh, good. Yeah, do you like it? Is it coming out good for you?
Oh, it's something to behold. I tell you what. I'm usually just a water and a tea guy. This is great stuff.
Oh, well, so, you flatter an old girl, don't you?
I try, sometimes.
Hey there, everybody! Who wanted these eggs?
I'll crawl out from the under the stage and be like, and kind of raise my hand sheepishly, be like, eggs over here?
Oh, of course. I should have known. I should have known. She comes around the corner and comes up to this table and then stands at it, expecting you to join her. We get some of your type in here almost every year, and I didn't even think that it might be one of the forest folk who would want some eggs. That's not a problem. Well, come on over to the table. It won't bite. Okay. Well, you must be a
All
little
right.
bit of a.
I walk up to the table,
Okay.
kind of sheepishly, suspiciously.
All right. She just sets down a little bowl, and it has one egg in it. You know, uncracked, just a raw egg. Well, there you go. Are you new around here?
In a way, yes.
Ah, well, you're always welcome. I try to make sure anybody can be accommodated here at the Acorn, and there's, sometimes, one will come in and want like some meat. I don't really carry that, but I try. I do my best. Wait, you let me know if you want anything else. You need a bowl of water too, or can you use a cup?
I can use a cup.
Okay, all right. I'll get you something.
So Tina turns her head, listening to this raccoon talk. She goes, "Whoa! Is that a raccoon wearing clothes right now?" And she runs over, probably say right here, and she's like, "Holy crap! He's wearing clothes and he talks! Oh my god!"
I'm gonna grab my egg and scurry around to the other side of the table.
"Oh no, come here, let me pet you!" And kind of chases you around the table.
Yeah,
You're
we
so
might run in circles around the table a little bit.
So I'm just like, "Come here!"
Vatra's gonna look up in confusion as he's trying to focus on his drum and the music, and it's just like, what is that? Madam, I think you're frightening that poor lad there.
"Oh my god, are you a goblin?" And you play music, and you just sound so classy too. I've never met a goblin that sounded as classy as you.
He looks down on himself, he doesn't dress horribly, but he looks in just the vest that he wears, no shirt underneath, shorts and the shoes, and just well, I guess that's one way of putting it. My name's Vatra. I do entertainment and performances and tell stories wherever I go.
"Hi, I'm Tina, and I'm a Terran dauber. I came from the ground."
I'm guessing there's a lot of worms in the ground, a lot of dirt.
Well, you know how trees grow. There's other stuff in the ground, like roots and ores. We like to mine down there a lot. I haven't come up to the surface in a while.
I'm gonna look at Vatra and be like, "It's hard to imagine," and then poke my egg and drink it.
What does that mean? Have you always been on the surface?
Oh, well, yes. Raccoons don't live underground.
Oh, really? Oh, so you're like surface moles.
Sorry.
Surface moles.
No, I wouldn't describe us as such. I've met a mole. I've met many moles.
Oh, okay. Have you met the talking mole? His name is Henry, and he's actually he's super blind. He's super popular too on the surface. He likes to hang out up here.
I've heard of other animals such as myself, and I can tell you that we all don't know each other.
Oh shoot! I thought you guys all did. Okay.
No.
About that time now, I don't have tokens for absolutely everything, but about that time, a turtle actually kind of shambles in through the door and stops right here. He's carrying as best as he can because he is a turtle, so he's almost like he's just sort of pushing it ahead of himself. A large basket that has some berries in it, some strawberries and some raspberries. They look not as bright and yummy as you'd want them to, but at the same time, Toby was approaching you guys, kind of listening to your conversation, but he diverts and goes up to the turtle. He says, "Oh,
Toby,
Clover,
the old guy.
hey Clover, about time you brought those berries. They're not looking real good." And the turtle answers, "Nope, the farms or the garden's not producing like it's supposed to this year." So they have a little bit of a chat right there.
So
Tuck's
Tina
gonna-
is still chasing the raccoon around, and she doesn't see the turtle when it comes in, and she freaking trips over it. So
All right.
she's right there.
Hey now.
She's like, "Oh my god!" When he like face plants, she's like, "I'm so sorry,"
Oh,
and she's like, "Oh my god, is that a turtle?"
he goes into his shell. He's like,
"Oh no, I'm sorry, baby, come back out. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to."
hey, and now you hear his voice. He's like, "It's okay. That's probably not the first time
Oh,
that's happened."
there, let me
But-
gather all your berries up. I'm so sorry, they're all over the floor right now.
Oh, I saw that you were chasing the little guy that's far too fast. You probably shouldn't. He's seems a little nervous.
But he's so cute like you.
He pokes his head the rest of the way out, and his arms slowly emerge as well. That's nice of you, but that doesn't mean I'm a pet, or he is either. If you want to just pet something, you go find a squirrel.
So I don't really go after squirrels anymore. They all ganged up on me once. And that's why I didn't go to the surface for a while.
Hard
after
to
that.
imagine why. I'm gonna try to help the turtle up.
He gets up.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, and Tuck, it looks like you approached him too.
Yeah. Tuck's gonna look at the berries and kind of look at them in his fingers and kind of mush them between his fingers, and he goes, "Oh no, this is what I've been hearing about. It's got your crops too."
I probably wouldn't eat that one. There might be some
Yeah.
good ones down under here, and he kind of scoops around in the basket a little bit. I was just bringing them to show Beatrice, and she's gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, she is, but more importantly, I mean, it's happening everywhere, isn't it? I mean, it's happening to my sister's farm too, or the honeysuckle.
What? Everywhere? No, I mean, I don't go very far, so I've only seen it out yonder, and he points basically to the trunk of the tree, implying behind it. So it is more than just these berries?
That's what I've been hearing. I mean, my sister's honeysuckle is starting to look kind of funky, and then I heard all the pumpkin fest is called off. So I don't know what's going on.
Yep, that's true. I'm not much for festivals. They make me a little antsy. I forgot.
Yeah, no, Understandable. Understand. Beatrice, what do you think? Like, where have you heard anywhere else?
Oh, well, yeah. About that time, the Clover, the turtle's starting to kind of push away, not like rudely, but almost absent-mindedly. Like, oh, the conversation might still be going on, but I was actually intending to walk over here, so I will. Um, so he does go over to Beatrice as she comes around the bar. Now, Clover, dearie, don't you worry about the farm. Everything's gonna be okay. You can put those berries in the back, and I'll have Shaori wash them, and we'll find the good ones out of it. But yeah, young Tuck, it's definitely a little bit of an oddity that this year so many farms would have problems.
That's so weird. I'm also having problems, and since I live underground with the roots of the trees, and they ain't looking too well down there. And I was trying to figure out, like, sometimes you get some tree rot here and there. Life is life, but for some reason, a whole group of the roots down there have shown a lot of decay and rot, and that's why I'm kind of up here to figure out what's happening on the surface world also.
Yeah.
All right.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah,
Tuck's my name. Have we met before?
No, I definitely have not ventured up here at all. I don't know anybody.
Oh, well, now you know someone.
Oh, thank you. Nice to meet you. Are you my friend now?
I mean, you know that turtle. But my name's Tuck. You know me too now too.
Yay.
Yeah, we can. I guess we can be friends if you'd like. Yeah, that'll work. I mean, okay.
Yay! I will protect you with my life.
Oh dear God.
Yes, that's what I do for friends.
Wow. That's a bit escalated. In okay. Well, I'm very appreciative of that.
I'm ride or die.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And Duck's just like totally.
Peanut's just like.
I mean, Duck's like, I want to go back to my sheep herd and just sit under a tree and nap.
Yeah. Alrighty. Herb, the old tall dauber, walks over. He's like, so you guys have been, I heard you talking about the rot. Right?
Yeah, we're talking the rot.
Yeah, well, I had a dream about it. I did. It's true.
I bet you did. Give him a dirty look.
Yeah.
Why would you give me such a look, you little squirrel? Yeah, anyway.
I'm a raccoon.
Oh, of course you are, but I don't. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm just minding my own business. I don't want to butt in or nothing, but I'm telling you, there's something going on, and it's kind of like this tea. And he takes a sip of his tea. He's like, once you get some leaves in the hot water, it spreads throughout the whole thing. And that's what my
Something
dream
going
was.
on that you playing a part in?
Oh, that's cool. We do that with tree roots. It's really delicious.
I'm confused here, everybody. Are we talking about mind-altering substances?
No. I'm just saying that tea can kind of be like what's happening in the rot. Don't
Say that slower so I can maybe write this down. Maybe this is an idea for a new story, I think.
What kind of spell did you put on the forest?
I don't do no. I haven't done any spells in I don't know how many years. They've all gone fuzzy in my head. But the tea, I'm telling you, you gotta watch out for the rot. It's like tea. It's spreading. It's getting into the earth like the tea leaves get into the water.
Oh, I understand now.
Right.
Were you some kind of
metaphor.
mage or something?
No one calls me that no more.
Oh, do you want to be called a mage? I can still call you a mage.
I don't know that would be any good. I
Oh.
don't.
He's definitely no good.
Old Toby, what are you going on about?
You need to
Makes me-
respect your elders.
I mean that is true, young recently enlightened squirrel.
I'm a raccoon. I like squirrels.
You know,
Squirrels. And I have no quarrel. But we're different. Squirrels, primarily, I mean, squirrels and raccoons normally, we just don't mind each other.
Red squirrels mean. Red squirrels get real mean.
Squirrels are scary altogether.
They're gonna eat the red squirrels eat the other squirrels' babies.
Oh
Really?
my god. Oh my god.
It
Well,
happens.
Toby does turn to the three of you at the table there, Herb and Tuck and Tina, and he's like, now, he is a raccoon. You can tell he's a raccoon. Don't mind Herb. Don't mind whoever called him a squirrel earlier. Just give him a break. We got lots of the woodkin around here, and we're not gonna try to shoo him away. And he then
You're
goes
right,
off this
you're
way and takes Clover the turtle with him, and Beatrice comes back out.
Toby just scolded us and then just walked away.
did.
He dropped his mic. He just like burn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sir Raccoon, I apologize. I was just having a little fun, and unfortunately, it was at your expense, and that is not right. Can I buy you what is that? An egg?
About
I
that
buy you an
time.
egg?
Holy crap.
I would
Oh.
certainly take another egg.
A big, brawny, gray rat bursts through the doors in almost the exact same manner as Tina, knocking the doors back against the wall. It's like,
Scurry under the
hey,
table."
daubers, anybody got some ale?
Well, this is a tavern, so yeah.
I
At the
think
bar?
I think he's trying to be a bit more rude about it, or I would say violent, but I don't like to use such terms.
Yeah.
Is this a common sight for us, or
No, this would be the first time anyone's ever seen a rat inside the Acorn Inn, other than, that's not true. There is another rat that has come around, but he's, doesn't look like this.
Oh.
So anyway, everybody like turns around and faces them. They back up. Beatrice steps up, kind of lifts her stature up as high as she can manage, and says, "Now you can come in, sir, but you will respect our people." He says, of course I will. Yeah, just bring me a drink. Probably two, because you guys have those scrawny mugs.
I mean, at least say please. Respect your elders, please. Please.
Tuck nods at Tina and goes, "You tell."
What?
Tuck says, "Go. You tell him, Tina."
Oh, okay. Yeah. Respect your elders.
You got something to say to me, red-haired runt?
Yes, I do. I have friends like you underground, but they're a lot smaller than you, but they're pretty cute. But you're like on 2 feet, so that's weird. What are you doing here?
Well, I think at this point, I'm just here to drink. And you are buying, right?
I mean, are you my friend?
Now listen here, sir. What is your name? I don't believe I caught it.
I'm Crag.
Craig.
This-
All right, Craig.
What a beautiful name.
This is Rock. And another
Crag
rat
and
walks
Rock.
in, carrying a lot. He's a little bigger. He's got armor on. He's carrying a little stone hand axe.
Now, Craig and Rock, I just want to let you know this is a family establishment. All right. We will get you some drinks. I will pay for your drinks.
Why are you paying for their drinks?
Because
that don't make no sense. We don't pay for rat drinks.
Wait, what? No.
Wait.
No. See, I misspoke and called you a squirrel, and we're not going to be insensitive rat folk as well. I'll buy the drinks, no problem at all. But what you drinking, rat folk? Crag and Rock, and I'll get you.
I don't think you've really dealt with rat folk out in the forest.
Oh, I mean, no, I haven't, but they're just a stone's throw away from where I live. You see what I just did there? It was a pun.
I don't think it really
Tina
counts.
just it went.
I don't think it really counts as a pun when you have to immediately tell everyone it was a pun.
That kind of.
I mean, I've lived all my life in the forest, basically not around anyone, and I understand that.
Right. But I mean,
boy's got a point.
I mean, if no one understands it, it's the best pun. Right?
Craig kind of squirrels his lip up at you, showing his big, angry-looking teeth, and then he looks over at the raccoon. I think you're probably right. That probably means you taste good. He walks over towards you. Come here, little raccoon.
All right, this is getting out of hand. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave this raccoon alone, or else you're gonna have to deal with one angry dauber.
Yeah, leave the little cutie alone. He ain't done anything to you, dude.
I'm put on my toughest face.
I don't. Oh dear. I don't see this going well at all.
No. Are you threatening me? You little... I don't even know what you are. You're so small. You're not even worth arguing with. He's looking at you, Tuck. Beatrice comes over too.
I am worth arguing with. I have a very good self-worth, and I believe in myself. And just, you know what? It's time for you to leave. Beatrice, may I escort these two rat folk out of this place?
She says, well, I think I tried to give you folks a chance. We don't often get your kind in here, and I'm not one to judge, but you are just playing into all the stereotypes, so you do need to leave. And the one that was kind of trailing Rock just walks right up to Beatrice and holds up his axe as if he's getting ready to attack. Like a flash, quicker than anyone could have guessed, she clocks him with a frying pan, and he goes out cold. You're pretty sure there was more to that frying pan than meets the eye.
Tina's like, that's why you respect your elders.
Now you are not welcome in here with that type of attitude. You see a glint in Herb's eye as he seems to appreciate the frying pan. The one that you were talking to, Tuck, kind of looks around the room trying to assess his current standing. What do you do?
I will say that is not the first time I've seen that happen, but it is rare. So let's not make it twice in one day, Mr. Crag. Get yourself out of here.
Fine. It appears that maybe I was a little more reckless than the master would like, but just mark my words. Your days are coming, Daubers. This forest won't be yours for long.
I mean, my days come every day. Oops. That's what happens with new days.
Who's your master?
Syak, the greatest rat barbarian to ever live, of course. And he grabs Rock and actually is like dragging him out.
Next time, shower.
What? And wash away all this beautiful stench?
Did you say Sidak? S-C-Y-D-A-K? Syak, okay.
Syak.
So yeah, that was weird.
Sorry about that, folks. That's there's something strange in the forest indeed if they're wandering around this close. Hey, Toby, she hollers back and he pops his head out. He's like, I'm coming, and he's carrying somebody's drinks and runs over here. She's like, "No, Toby, not that, not that. I need you to run and find Saggard and tell him that we've got some rats in town." He says, "Oh, really? Is that the commotion I heard?" And he goes off out this side of the Acorn Inn.
Well,
All
now
right,
this
folks. I'll get you
makes
some
my-
more drinks and some more cakes. You just relax.
This is going to make my performances even more difficult now.
I mean, you got a story to tell people now, right? You know, I think there were 6 of them when they came in, right? With your you know, and you battled them off and with I don't know, a spoon.
There
I'm not
were
a bard.
clearly 2, and Beatrice battled them off. You daubers, and your issue with the truth.
Now,
I mean,
I do like to make creative stories, don't get me wrong, but I try to make more lore-based. I'm not the type of person to over-exaggerate, sir, but good try nonetheless.
it was a decent. I mean, can I get you guys something to drink or eat? Let's talk.
I'd like to eat.
Sure, I suppose.
So Tuck's gonna sit down here and talk to his new comrades in anti-rat arms.
All right.
Tina
very
goes
good.
over and goes, "Dibs."
About then, another dauber comes in. He comes in from a side room. There's kind of a little room off to the side where, I don't know, they have like council meetings and stuff. And he kind of walks up to Herb and he's holding his chest, holding his belly, and they're talking kind of under their breath. And Herb sort of shakes his head and offers him some tea. And Tina, can I get a Constitution saving throw? First roll of the day. First roll of the campaign.
Oh no. Ooh.
Yes. I'm also proficient, I think. Yes. Cool. So just D20, right?
Yeah, plus whatever your Constitution modifier is.
Roll 1d20. That doesn't work. How do I roll? Roll 20.
Backwards, just switch the.
Yeah,
Just put a
slash
space.
If you
R.
have it on your
Yeah.
character sheet too, you should be able to just click on the save, and it'll roll the save with all the modifiers in it.
Oh,
Yep.
she's got paper.
Oh yeah,
But you didn't put it in roll 20 at all?
I put it on roll 20 too.
Okay. Yeah, so if you just open your character sheet up, you can just
You can
click
just
on
click
Constitution.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
on the
Constitution. Click.
you go to saving throws. That'll.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh, nice one.
There you go. Very good. Yeah,
So
so
you have proficiency in the save too, right? Because you just clicked on Constitution.
Oh shoot. There we
Oh.
go.
even
Oh.
better.
Got it. Cool. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you
That's a
feel
19 for
kind
the
of a
people at home.
bubbling feeling, a bloated, unpleasant feeling in your gut since you've been drinking that mead.
She's like, oh, and then she burps. She's like, what was that? Oh.
I don't
Yeah,
know. But
you can tell that your hardy build and just your Terran Dauber nature, where you actually have like resistance to poisons and stuff like that. You easily fight off whatever it was. But you can tell.
I
that
burp
it-
again.
Yeah.
I can't stop burping. I think I got acid reflux, you guys.
I got something in my pouch for that. I think it's some sort of root.
you could
I'm
at
gonna
least
rummage.
say, excuse you. At least I'm told that's decent table manners.
Oh shoot. Okay. No. Sorry. Excuse me. Times 2.
All right, Herb, of course, or yeah, Herb is going to butt in. What's wrong, little one? You're bigger than him.
Probably the spell you put on her, evil one.
Now
What-
listen
what is
here,
your
you
deal?
little squirrel. What is it about you that you don't trust me?
I have good reason to believe that you're behind nefarious deeds.
I don't do no nefarious deeds. I love it here. I love these people, and you too, you little striped squirrel. Now, stop interrupting, Tina, or I don't know your name.
Hi, I'm Tina.
Oh, now I do.
Yeah.
What? Why are you not feeling very good? Is something wrong?
I don't know. Maybe it was the goat milk on the mead. Maybe that was a little too much.
Hmm.
You got anything for that?
Well, I mean, tea helps everything. But I was just talking to my friend Roto, and he was having a similar problem, and he had the mead too.
Oh. So, is it something in the hazelnuts?
Well, I don't know. Hazelnuts are not likely to be bad, are they? Do they go bad?
I don't know. Do they go bad? Tina turns to the table. Do hazelnuts go bad?
I do not believe so. But the mead's made with a lot of honey, so maybe the honey is turning.
Now, don't you guys go disparaging my honey. The red-haired dauber
Maybe
in the back says.
An evil mage has put some sort of spell on it.
You are oddly obsessed with the mage, dear fellow.
Yeah. Can you present some evidence? Because I've
I
known
have
this.
A book in my bag that belongs to him. And I slam it on the table.
You stole that guy's book?
That's not my book.
It has your name in it.
I don't know.
Is it a cookbook? His name's Herb.
You should show her the book and see if it's his. Since you stole it.
Well, I didn't get it from him, but it has his name right in the front.
Who'd you get it from?
Well,
Guy in the woods.
Let me see that. He comes
I don't know
to
his name. All right, there you go.
Did you write a bestseller, Herb?
Oh my. That does look like my name. Oh, well, how about that? Hey, everybody, I wrote a book.
I mean, your name is something like a group of usable plants for cooking. It's not an uncommon name.
Right.
So.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure there's lots of herbs that were part of the King's Council back before he outlawed them.
Oh,
and he walks back over to his table.
Now I'm really wishing I would have stayed on stage or gone to my room.
Why don't you stay down here and party with us? Is that what we're not partying right now?
There's a difference, my dear, between how I should say regular festivals versus whatever. He tries not to be like super blunt about what the entire room, but it's like whatever this is happening, or with the mead. I mean, it could also be fruit. Who knows?
Oh boy.
About then, you guys hear a loud buzzing. Adriel, who's sitting at the bar looking towards the door, he stands up real quick as he notices a small swarm of bees fly through the door.
Well, we could just ask the bees if their honey went bad.
Oh, yeah. Go straight to the source.
Adriel kind of steps forward, kind of, holding his hands up. Why are you guys here? Talking to them, and they're just buzz. They're not awakened or anything that you can tell. And then they just fly in and they attack him.
What?
So they swarm over him. They're stinging him. He's falling to the ground. What do you guys do?
Tina is gonna try to slap the bugs away. Or the bees.
Slap the bugs away. All right. If
Yeah.
anybody else is interested in slapping bugs, roll initiative.
Oh dear.
Click.
All right.
Oh, I might be a tank, but my dexterity sucks.
Oh yeah, that's yep, that one. That's rough.
Oh boy.
So you like go over to swat the bees, and your foot is stuck in one of the legs of the stool. So you're still just trying to turn around. Like you can't quite.
What's going on? Oh my god, my foot's caught. I can't this stool. And then like she's like trying to like kick off the stool like this, but it just won't get off.
Yeah. The bees go first, and they just continue to sting Adriel. However, we have Vatra next.
Oh my dear, honestly, all you have to do is just, and he's going to, whoops, I was trying to measure where I was going. I think right about there, he should be able to hit them. He's gonna kind of move over here and kind of use, like, pull out his dagger and, like, try to see if he can just swipe at them.
All right, roll to hit. 12. As you swing down with your dagger, you just kind of pass through the cloud of bees without hitting any. Tuck.
Tuck is just flabbergasted. He's like, first rats, now bees. And if he can move through your space, he's going to move to right here. And he's going to take his cloak and kind of try to wrap up as many as he can with his cloak.
Great idea.
All right,
I
a
don't
acid
have
splash.
No, I'm sorry. That was me.
Sorry.
I accidentally clicked on the wrong. I was just looking at my spell list and I clicked on it.
I mean, I'm trying to,
That's fine.
get him in the cloak, put him on the ground. I don't know.
Okay, all right. That's what I thought you said, but then I saw the thing pop up in chat. So yeah, give me a athletics or strength roll, depending on if you're proficient in athletics.
Acrobatics, maybe?
No, because it's going to be grapple.
Okay.
You can use acrobatics to avoid, but
Oh, that was a good roll.
there you go. There you go. So yeah, you throw that at them. You feel really confident about kind of your technique and everything, and you definitely succeed. As the cloak goes over the top of them, and you just squash them down to the ground. Not squash, but press them to the ground. So. And now it's your turn, Tina.
So she takes her great axe and just like smashes the stool so it completely disintegrates, and she's finally like, all right, I got this. Are we saving the bees or killing them? What are we doing?
We're saving Adriel.
Okay, so kill the bees, got it. All right, so
they're under the cloak.
should I just step on them?
I mean, Adriel, what do you want to do? Oh, it's not my turn. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. These are Is he like on the ground still, or is he just?
Well, now that they're under Tuck's cloak, he's getting up. So he's like leaning on one arm and got one leg up as he's getting ready to stand the rest of the way back up.
All right, so I'm gonna help him up and ask him like, are these your bees?
I think they are. Very, very unusual behavior, though.
Oh, are they usually nice?
Well, they don't come into town at all. They stay at the farm.
Well, maybe
I don't
they
even
just
know
wanted
how
to
they
see
would have
you.
found me here.
Oh, that's definitely suspicious. Do you want me to kill him?
No, they're part of my family.
Oh, okay. Do we have a jar or something we can put them in? They're family.
Well, a jar. I mean, they're a large group of bees. I mean, it's going to be more than what I imagine to be a jar full. But
Is there a way to take if Batra could take the top of his drum off and try to put the bees on the drum?
What if we tied the cloak
Yes.
up? Because they're already under the cloak. We could just like
Yeah.
cinch it together.
Like a bag.
You like a
Like a
bag
bindle.
and just carry the bees around.
Bag of bees.
Like a piece. It's now a
That-
weapon.
that
Yes.
seems plausible. But it's in Tuck's hands.
I mean,
Okay.
I will relinquish control if that's what you would like to do.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would like to. You're holding them down. I would like to go over and kind of help you gather the bag up from underneath, and I just hold it up like this, and bees are like bzz, bzz. Their stingers are probably trying to poke out through the cloak, so I'll be
Right.
like, sorry, Tuck, you might get some holes.
So go ahead and give me another athletics grapple check to see if you can do this without them escaping. And if Tuck's helping you, you have advantage.
Oh, cool.
10 and 10.
Oh no.
And I'm
Perfect.
proficient. Oh my god.
We're off to a
And
good
10!
start. Oh my god.
Okay then. So I guess that means it's successful because they don't overpower you. You have them wrapped up and you believe they're secured. Adriel's like, "Oh, thank you all very much. This is highly unlikely. Can I have your cloak? I mean, I could pay for it."
I mean, could you just return it when you're done with it, if you don't mind?
Yes. Yes. Will you be here long? I'm going to take these back to my farm.
Okay.
It's about an hour from here, so I probably wouldn't come back tonight. I'll be back tomorrow though.
Is
Should we
his
just go
farm
with
anywhere near
him?
mine? Oh yeah.
We should probably just, he looks kind of wounded from his being stung from his own bees, and we can probably like check out what's going on. Maybe help out.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah. You'd be welcome to come. And Herb kind of points at you and winks, like as if there's some knowledge that he thinks he's imparted to you that maybe you have no idea what it is, but he holds up his tea. He's, "Remember the tea."
I think Herb's flirting with me.
I mean, he
What was
Herb?
that wink for?
That could have
I'll
been a
yell at Herb.
spell. Don't forget, he's a
I'll yell at
mage.
Herb and I go, "Herb, we told you about this. You gotta stop."
Stop what? I have
Flirt.
tea every day, and it's
Flirting.
Does Herb flirt with everyone?
Oh dear, you misunderstand. I didn't even know that that's a thing with you young people. I don't. This is highly irregular. I'm just. He's all like blushing and flustered.
Oh, Herbie's so cute. Have you never had a pretty girl hitting on you before?
Well, it's been a long time. I mean, at the castle there was always pretty girls around, but that's not what I was there for.
All right, Herb, I believe you.
Alrighty, so Adriel's holding or I guess, did you give him the bag or the cloak bag, or do you keep it, Tina?
I keep it and instantly walk out.
Alright.
Adriel's like, wait.
You do you know where you're going? Wrong voice. Do you know where you're going?
Yeah, you're right. No, I don't.
Very well. All right. Well, I think it won't be too long. You guys, you sure you don't mind? I don't know if we've heard from everybody.
Yeah, Vatra at first is going to be like, oh, I did not expect this, and this is supposed to be why I'm actually staying tonight, and I just met each and every one of you, so this is a bit, I travel a lot, yes, but I was trying to stay in one place temporarily.
Tina
Well,
sticks her head back in the door. Hey, just come on, bro. Just come on. Come with
and
us.
actually, you little goblin lady or sir, sorry, that might be something I fight with. As I look at your face,
Oh, good.
sir.
I know I have long hair, but I have a beard, so.
Yes. The bees do appreciate good music. I mean, it goes back generations. We have actually a special flute that we play when we need to calm them. So perhaps you would be useful to come with us.
Are you suggesting I play my bagpipes?
I didn't know
we
you
can
had
have some,
bagpipes. And
like,
They're quite
like road
obvious
trip
on my
tunes.
back, sir.
well, I wasn't
Well-
really paying that much attention. And Herb is like making a weird face while he's listening to this and putting his thumb up like he's trying to play a pipe, and he's looking at you and like, how do you do that with those raccoon lips?
Well, at least you got my species right this time.
I've always known you were a cute little raccoon. I just think squirrels are more fun.
Would you be willing to actually trade then, or if you have a flute, perhaps a spare one? I've been meaning to purchase a new one, but I'd be more than happy to help.
Oh, very good, very good. Yes, I can't sell you our flute. It was my father's and his father before him. It's specifically made for our farm. But I'd be happy to show it to you.
Good enough then, and maybe you could even point me in a direction of somebody that has made a similar flute like it, or someone if you know. If not, that's perfectly fine.
Sure, we can sort something out. And he steps down off of the porch outside.
And then Tina follows.
There's more bees out here, he hollers.
Vatra sighs, and he's gonna look over at the raccoon guy. Are you going to stay here, or are you going to hang out with your new friend over there? Kind of like nods to the mage.
I guess I suppose I'll come with you, rather than be left in that man's hands.
Fair enough.
Alrighty, as you guys come out, the first thing you see is Adriel's getting attacked again by two larger bees. And he appears to be taking quite a beating at this point.
Shoot, Tina jumps in and tries to take the beating for him.
All right, we're gonna do initiative again, just because you didn't click your token last time, Tina. That way it'll actually show up in the thing. So click your token before you click the initiative thing. That way
Click.
it'll
Okay.
hold on to it. There we go. We've got Pages, Tina, Vatra, all these low numbers after the high ones last time.
Yep. Oh man. Yep, I got an 8.
And Tuck comes in with a 14.
All right, so we've got two more bees. These guys are quite large. These are individual bees versus a swarm that you saw before, and Tuck is first.
All right. Would you allow me to string my bow as a bonus action, since I walk around with my bow as a staff?
Yeah, I think you're probably used to it. You just grab it and put your knee against it to bend it, and clink, and you're done.
All right. I can't for some reason turn myself around anymore, so even though it looks like I'm going to do a trick shot,
You're gonna bounce it off the building.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. So I will shoot with my short bow at this one right here.
All right.
Let's
Roll
do
good.
this with, see what we can do. There's my short bow. Is that, actually, you know what? I'd like to go with the other one because then I'll get sneak attack as per the rules.
Right. I'll give it to you.
We'll do a hit. And that is a 15.
15 will hit.
Awesome.
Tina
There we
feels the wind come off the arrow blow past her.
And here's some damage.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a classic Robin Hood moment.
Sneak attack damage.
So that,
One big fat one. 10 total. Awesome. So as you quickly string your bow and just line it up to fire, the arrow hits the bee as it's sitting stationary on Adriel's head, knocking it clean off of the dauber, who's now collapsing. It's almost a cinematic moment of the bee getting hit and the dauber kind of falling down out from under it as the bee gets knocked back. The bee is large enough, believe it or not, almost half the size of a dauber at this point, that the arrow is sticking out of it between two of the sections of chitinous shell. And it is their turn, because I rolled an 8 also. The first bee...
Someone get an EpiPen.
Yeah. is going to fly quickly over to you, Tuck, and make a sting attack at you. Ooh, does a 21 hit? Sorry.
Yes, it does.
Oh, dear.
It's a level one dude.
For 2 damage.
All right.
So he flies up to you, practically leading with his stinger, and sinks it into your shoulder, not taking a terribly deep pierce, but you do feel a little sensation of burning around the sting. So give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Okay. Constitution saving throw. Here we come. No dice.
Oh,
There
no.
you go. Alrighty. So you take one more round, or you take some more damage. You take some poison damage. Ooh, that was way worse than the sting.
Oh my God. Chuck is almost dead.
Oh god.
The poison sinks into you, and you're just overwhelmed with pain.
EpiPen.
The first bee turns to Tina and attacks. Does a nat 20 hit?
Oh my
Wow,
god.
this is a good start to the adventure, right?
It's gonna kill us all.
We
yes.
leave the bar and we have a total party kill.
By one bee.
Alrighty, for 9 damage.
Yay!
Alright, so yeah, that's the because it was a nat 20, you get 2 dice there, so yeah, so 9 damage. You aren't down yet, but you also feel the burning sensation. This bee sting, going right into your chest as its legs are like pranched on your shoulders, its mandibles clapping right in your eyes. Roll your Constitution saving throw. And you make it. That burning sensation is really uncomfortable.
I'm getting a lot of acid reflux today.
And we had Vatra next.
Okay. I'm going to see if he can. I assume they look like regular scout bees in Vatra's eyes, so he's going to see if he can try and do a sound of a queen bee, maybe with minor illusion.
Okay.
See if he can get them to get away from the other two.
Okay. Yeah. So they will make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Yep. And that would be a DC 12.
All right, there we go. So as they hear this sound that you produce, they both sort of freeze in place and actually lift up off of their victims that they were
Yeah, that's probably in the direction where the
getting
sound
after.
would be at. Yeah. And then I will go ahead and give Tuck inspiration, so it'd be a D6 for him.
So,
It, isn't it a D4 at first level?
Oh wait, yeah, first
Okay.
level. It's a. Let me just. Oh wait, I have. Yeah, I think.
And
it's
I'm
D4
just trying to remember.
still,
So if I'm wrong, it's fine.
I
Okay.
think. Might be D6.
All right. So you have inspiration, Tuck. Tina is next.
Sweet.
Oops, wrong place to do that. What are
Oh
you
yeah, I
doing?
guess it would be a D6.
Let's see. The bee is like still in me, basically, right?
Well, it lifted off and backed away, distracted by the sound that Vatra's minor illusion made.
Oh, nice, cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna attack him.
Okay, you have advantage because it is distracted.
Oh, cool. Do I just click this?
Yep. So that when you have it set to default, it's going to roll both dice as if you always have advantage or disadvantage, and you just go with the higher one. So, and a 13 barely hits. You feel the hard chitinous shell underneath your axe, but you seem to get it at enough of a blow to do some damage. So roll that damage.
Cool.
It is a D6.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
D6. Okay.
If you just click on the word great axe.
Oh yeah,
Not on the one with the double 24s, but the.
that's a wasted.
That's
Yeah,
That's
a
so
waste.
wasted.
Nat 20.
Wasted double nat 20.
Right.
Jesus.
But
Hurts.
if you just click on the word great axe on your 11-13 roll, you will get it'll roll the damage for you automatically.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So in the chat, there you go. Perfect.
4.
Yeah. So 4 damage. This one had already been damaged from the arrow, and you swing at it. And can you describe for us what happens as it finds its demise?
So, I just lopped its head off from its body.
All right.
You will never sting me again. Whoosh.
You slice clean through. The head falls to the ground and kind of bounces like a little acorn or whatever. And but then the body falls and the wings are still like, you know, as they do, because bugs are creepy. All right, and last is Pages.
All right, I reach into my little sack and I pull out a burnt stick, and I kind of hold with the other paw, kind of say a few mutterings over it that no one can make out, and a lightning bolt shoots out from it.
Nice. Wow, that'll hit.
That's the other one. For 4 lightning damage.
All right, so your little claw extends, or your little burnt stick extends, and lightning arcs out of it and connects to the flying bee. It actually seems like it's almost trying to pull away as it's getting shocked, but the lightning stays connected to it.
And
because,
with this one, as long as I concentrate on it, I can maintain this lightning.
yeah, Witch Bolt is crazy. Alrighty. So that brings us back to Tuck.
As I continue to expand in my throat size, you know, as it swells, you know, I'm gonna hold my bow in my left hand and pull my dagger out with my right hand and just go kitchen knife stab at it.
Very
You
good.
know, just like,
That'll hit.
all right.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. Wait, that's a
Okay,
different thing.
but no sneak attack because no one's near it.
Right. Adriel.
It's probably going to roll this.
Sort of, but he's unconscious.
It's gonna roll the sneak attack, but we'll ignore it.
7.
But
That-
it's not.
That
seven.
is not
the
7.
sneak
That is
attack.
5. Okay,
Yep.
right.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, you blast it or you hack it and knock it down where it's hovering, getting electrocuted and everything. It's in a really bad way now. In fact, I'm going to say you knock one of its wings off, and it is now grounded.
Like a bug zapper.
Yeah, like a bug zapper.
I'm the one doing the bug zapper. I'm literally zapping it with lightning.
As the lightning continues to crack and spark on this bee, it's actually trying to get away now. It heard the call of its kin, not brethren, but motherin, and it's just trying to pull away, but it is kind of magnetically connected to the static electricity, even you might say. Which I believe brings us to Vatra.
Yep, he's just gonna waltz over here and stab the thing with his rapier.
All right.
Nope.
That will not hit. So you swing at it. Oh wait, no, but you have advantage because it's.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just
Yeah.
roll it.
Yeah, just roll again. That one will hit.
Okay.
5 damage. So describe what happens as you end the life of this poor, electrocuted, stabbed, wingless bee.
Tuck does
Yeah.
not believe it's poor.
Yeah, he's just like, honestly, all this talk about lightning and first the performance and the festival. Oh, disgusting, vile bug. I will try to end you mercifully, and just like kills it, just like stabs it. But he's just clearly just babbling on about like his performance and like stories and all this stuff. Like, I have a lot of work to do. This is, ugh.
All right. Yeah, so beautifully you cut it, and at that time we exit combat for the moment, and Beatrice steps out of the Acorn Inn. Oh dearie, this is just getting from bad to worse. And she walks over to Adriel and kind of picks up his head as if she's cradling it, trying to nurture it for a bit. So you guys can talk to yourselves and to her for a minute. I'll be right back. Sorry about that.
Ooh.
Tuck is not doing well.
Yeah, I got cure wounds and healing word prepared.
Awesome, thank you.
Yes.
Paige is going to use this opportunity to sneak into the bushes, meaning I'm going to sneak off.
I am, yeah, content where I'm in.
I have 3 health.
More than I
Level
do.
1, welcome to that.
Yeah. That thing hit. If it hit me like it hit you, I would be dead. I only have 9 hit points. I wonder what the con save was. The DC.
I don't know. I'll have to wait until I can get mass healing word, but at least healing word and cure wounds. Let's see.
Yeah.
Hey, Vatra.
Yes.
Do you only play a drum?
Oh, no, I enjoy playing. It was my primary instrument when I first started with, but I played other instruments like a flute when I attended classes to get the drum. That's why I can
Oh,
be
okay.
pretty decent at it. Yeah.
Cool. I wish I can play an instrument.
Eventually, at one point, I would also like to get a string, but for now, just the bongo and the flutes and that sort of thing. But thank you for the compliment. I've been doing it a while. Sometimes I sort of sing, but even then, it's kind of more like like just hymns or hymns, whatever. It's pronounced different ways in the music world.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, sorry about that. Beatrice is, like I said, cradling him, trying to revive him. You get the impression she has a little bit of skill in this area. What are you guys doing? What were you talking about, if anything?
Duck's sitting down on a step, just holding his neck.
Oh, yeah. While I enjoy the talk, Tina, about me and my instrument skills, I'm going to help our friend here. Give me a moment, lad. And he puts his sword away for a moment, rubs his hands. This might be I got it. And he's gonna go ahead and do a cure wounds.
Awesome.
On Tuck.
All right. Looks like you get 3 health back, Tuck. Toby runs out. You guys just, that was amazing. You guys totally just killed those. I mean, those were big bees too. I mean, and clearly they're, I mean, Tuck, you look like you were on death's doorstep. Are you guys heroes? No, yeah, right. You won't want to talk about it, but you, definitely are heroes, and I would totally, I hope.
We're also all best friends too, so we're a totally cool party.
You are? I thought you just
I
met.
don't even know your name.
When you know, you know.
I believe we are mere acquaintances, but
Oh, best friends. What are acquaintances?
You treated me as if I were a common house squirrel.
I don't think she did.
But squirrels are scary.
Well, I
And
just,
you're so fluffy and cute. I just wanted a hug.
I just
I'm
want to
not
say
hugging
that,
type.
on behalf of all of us here that we're really looking forward to the Pumpkin Festival, I'm glad you guys are gonna look into it, and you're gonna go fix whatever's going on with Adriel's honey, if that's it, or the bees, and you're probably gonna look into what happened to the pumpkins too, because that's what heroes do.
no, that's quite a lot to throw, especially at.
I don't recall
entertainer
agreeing to
myself.
this.
I'm with him on this. I did not recall.
Yeah.
Can we get more like a medical kit?
Okay,
No, we'll do it.
You don't.
I want a party.
You don't want to. You don't want to attract a lot of attention. I understand. I won't talk about it to anybody else. But man,
Oh, no, I like the attention. I'm an entertainer, but that's beside the point. Not that kind of attention, sir.
Okay. And now leave them alone, boy. You get back in there and go do the dishes or something. You're just making them antsy. He leaves.
He's like, okay,
he
Mom.
like waves out through the window over here. He's watching. He's not doing dishes.
There's a very interesting lad there that has some maybe mixed impressions of what may have transpired.
I believe you're correct, but how is your neck? I don't have a whole lot of my other supplies. I hope that helped.
It did help. It took the sting out, but it's still, my neck is. I look like a bodybuilder. My neck is swollen 3 times the size.
Oh, it looks like you're allergic.
Yeah, I think I got one of them allergies. I never knew this before. You learn something about yourself.
Yeah.
At least you found out, right?
Right.
I mean,
And
I
didn't
guess.
die?
But yeah, I guess.
Oh, it looks like we gotta start carrying EpiPen on all of us just in case.
Technically
Yeah.
not
medical
dead.
kit Yes, a medical kit, miss. And he like will look to the bartender woman like, do you have a medical kit we could probably take with us for safety purposes?
Yes, I actually was gonna suggest that myself. You guys hold on just 1 second, and she walks. She kind of pushes between you and the bee, and then between Vatra and Tuck. And as she passes you, Tuck, you get 2 more health back.
Oh,
Oh.
She
I feel
kind of
so much
pats you
better.
on the shoulder.
Feel so much better.
Are any of you capable of even using a medical kit?
What? Me? I mean, I know a little bit of healing as I just did for him. I can hold on to it, but anyone else maybe might be better in that.
I know how to make EpiPens. That's what I know how to do. Never thought I would use it on myself, but I do know how to use my herbalism kit to make some, some relief for maybe your allergic reactions and whatnot.
All right. Not to interrupt the flow too much, but if you are watching and you haven't followed, I think we're just one follower away from getting advantage to these guys. So, just oh, there you go.
Oh.
I think that did it. Very good, very good. So we did reach our follower goal, which was just 5. Oh, there's another one. If we get double our followers, we'll get even more. So that is going to be every player gets a inspiration. So everyone has 1 inspiration. If we get another one, we'll have a random encounter. So thank you so much for that. I'm glad you have decided to join in. What are we doing now? Right, so Beatrice comes back out. She hands Vatra, I think you were the one who asked, correct? A little pouch. It's kind of a leather pouch. If you unroll it, there's a vial in it that has some liquid in it, and then there's some bandages with some sort of leaves that are kind of in like this bandage. There's one wet bandage, and it's got leaves in it as if it's soaking the leaves. You say, you put that on anything that looks like it's infected, and it should get the infection out. That's what that's for. And this, of course, is just gonna boost your spirits if you get a little bit of a bump on the head. Now speaking of this, so I'm gonna have to take care of Adriel. He's not going anywhere today. And I think we may have a little problem. She's not standing in the bush. Adriel is sick. He's not just stung and hurt. He's really, really sick. And she points at him, and you can see there's actually like black veins popping up around his eyes, and you can see like where typically you'd have veins visible on your wrists or whatever. They're darker than they should be.
Well, that's not normal.
No, it's not normal at all. So I'm
Does the
I'm
mage have
pretty
anything
worried.
to do
We
with
need to
this?
go. Someone's gonna have to look into this issue with the rot, because if he caught this from his farm, whatever making those bees go nuts, we're gonna have some problems around here. I don't want to impose on you. I know that Toby was a little out of line, but if you guys do have some time and feel like the capacity, could you take a look into this for us?
Yes.
Tina, you're such a sweetheart. I'm so glad to have met you today.
Thank you, Miss Granny. I have a question though. Do you have something that can like heal me up a little bit?
Heal you? Well, what seems to be the problem? She puts her hand on you, on your shoulder, affectionately, and you gain 2 health back.
Yay! Thank you, Granny.
Well, I just care for you, sweetie. I care for you.
Beatrice, I'll help look into this. this problem here. Yeah, yeah. I think it's good. I think it'll be good for the community. We get this settled.
Well, yeah. I mean, and if Herb's, he's got his own way of thinking about stuff, and in most cases, he's not considered to be too. Well, he's not playing with a full deck, as they say, those who do the cards and stuff. But
How much
he
is a
seems
full
to
deck?
think this is all related. The pumpkins and the and Gavin, and you don't even know. I mean, it's one of Toby's friends. He's down with the sick too. He looks just like Adriel here.
I'll cut you a deal, Beatrice. I'll help out with this if you look into whatever Herb may be tied up in this for me.
Whatever Herb's tied up into, you don't suspect that he's causing all this, do you?
Oh, I do.
Why would he be causing this?
Herb has a
I'm not
long, long and storied past, but I assure you, he's always got our best interest at heart.
Well, I don't know him, but I know people like him.
And technically, you don't really know us.
Those experiences aren't been good.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that you've got some bad experiences with folk, but I promise you, Herb is not like anyone else you've met. He is his own dauber for sure. And with that, I'm going to figure out how to click buttons. Oh, anyway, so that's sort of a non-starter. But anyway, you're fairly soothed, maybe a little bit, by her comments.
Beatrice, what do we do with this cloak full of bees?
We still have that.
She kind of oh yeah. Well, I know they're important to Adriel, but if you hadn't killed these other two, I'm afraid more of us would be hurting right now.
That's true.
And
Is there someone in town that could look at the bees themselves and see what's going on?
Toby comes running out. I'll take him. Whoa,
Toby! Oh my God! Did you just jump out the window?
He did practically jump out the window.
Beatrice, do you think Toby is qualified to handle this?
Yeah, she said, Toby, these are dangerous bees. If you think
There's
you can,
so
you can
many
just
holes
take them.
in this bag.
Take them out into the woods and untie it. But if they get after you, you got to run. You got to run fast, because I don't want to find you out there all swollen up like poor little Tuck here. Oh, I can do it. I'm you know how fast I am. I can even outrun Gavin when he's, been up too late.
Maybe he's gonna let him loose. Maybe just smack the bag against a tree trunk, and maybe that'll confuse him, and then you can just like a grenade or something, just throw it and run.
As someone with some experience with beehives, I do not recommend smacking a bag of bees against a tree trunk.
Why not? It sounds like such a great idea. It would just confuse them, right? It won't aggregate them or anything, or aggravate.
Aggregate. Yeah, Beatrice says, I think that would probably make him angry. I don't know if I'd go doing that either. He just needs to drop the cloak, untie it, and run.
Wait.
And don't bring it back so Tuck never sees the cloak again.
Wait, yeah, we need that. I need that cloak back there.
There's so many holes. It's like moth's been eating at it.
We'll get you a new cloak, Tuck. Don't you worry. We'll get you a cloak. Right. Either we'll go get that one in after a bit, or I'll just give you one. It's really not a big deal. So while we're talking about getting some, I'll get you guys some stuff to take with you. We'll get some rations for you. And is there anything else you guys need? Are you thinking about going up to the bee farm first, or do you have another idea?
I mean,
Because really, the bees and the pumpkins are kind of not in the same place. But I guess you could kind of go to. Just depends on what road you wanted to take.
Beatrice, which one happened first?
Well, I mean, the pumpkins have been. We've been planning the pumpkin fest for well, since the last one ended technically, but we've been wanting this to happen for a while, just as usual, and those pumpkins have been growing for months, and there's gotta be that there was rot growing in them from the start.
Tuck advises his group, not his group. Nope, there's no possession of this group by Tuck. Advises the individuals in front of him that I think we should go pumpkin patching first.
Well, since the bees are so aggressive, shouldn't we check that out and make sure they don't come back into town?
Tuck's pointing at his neck. Don't want to go near bees.
Oh, right. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Perhaps we can find something else to take care of that, or maybe get him some kind of protective thing for his neck in the future. But for now, maybe that could be safest. Beatrice, can you give us a map of where, or trace out exactly where each of these places are, so we can gauge maybe a time and things of that nature?
Sure, yeah.
Do you think Adriel will have a beekeeper suit that Tuck can wear?
Some smoke that I can wave around.
Yeah. Well, Toby's like right there. He's like, oh yeah. I went out to his farm once, and like on your way out there, there's like a little shed, and he keeps all his stuff in there.
Ooh.
You won't have any problem.
Well,
I
all right.
suspect if we encounter bees of that size again, a suit will be of little use.
I mean, you know what was of little use? My neck.
Yeah, but it
So-
wasn't covered by a bee suit.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'll take anything at this point.
My fair little fellow, if we're going to be traveling together, perhaps try to see the glass half, what is that expression? Half full rather than half empty.
Isn't the glass
It's
still
hard.
just half? Anyway, either
There
way.
are so many times when I wish the forest hadn't awoken me. I was blissful. Now I realize I'm surrounded by idiots.
I mean, I might agree with you on that one.
Alrighty. Toby hustles off screen. Presumably to somewhere.
All right, guys, which way do you want to go?
Oh, right,
You
yeah.
let me know.
Sorry, but yeah, Beatrice is like, well, I mean, there is a map on the wall in there. You guys probably looked right at it and didn't notice. It's up above the kegs that are embedded in the back wall where the tree trunk is of our lovely oak. And she walks up to the door and kind of points. So you can see the map that you guys have seen as players. And
Can we take it with us? Like take a dagger and like cut it out of the frame like a painting?
are you thinking this? Or are you actually saying this to someone out loud?
Hey Tuck.
Are you asking if it's possible to me, or are you
Yes.
just saying that to the
Yeah,
group?
if it's possible. Yeah.
Well, it's just pinned to the wall. It's not in a frame, but yeah, I mean, it is possible.
Okay.
Anything can be taken with enough effort.
Can we take that map, Beatrice?
Well, no. Why would you
Okay.
take my map? This was
So
this was drawn
we had.
by my dear late husband
Oh.
himself, and it's very dear to me. But everyone looks at it when they come in.
I mean, I've lived here all my life. I know pretty much my way around. I think I can guide us.
Do any of you have cartography skills?
I mean,
Nope.
I know. I don't think this is the time to start making maps. I mean, I can just lead us there if you just let me know where the bee farm is and where the pumpkins are.
Yeah. So she points at the map. And he sees this road that goes south out of Oakden here. It kind of goes southeast. If you follow that for a little ways, you go far enough, you'll get to kind of that farm area. There's an area where the trees are not as dense and lets enough light in. And there's Sasha's farm down there. No, not Sasha's. Martin's farm. And then there's Adriel's farm. But if you don't go all the way to the pumpkins, then you make a turn east. You're going to want to do that about when you get to there's a bunch of thistle bushes, and when you get to those, you just start going east, and eventually you'll get close.
Is this on the way to Southwatch?
Right, going towards Southwatch, but that's like 2 days from here. We're just talking, half a day or less, depending.
All right. So it sounds like the pumpkin patch is further along and the bee farm's first. So maybe we hit the bee farm.
I'm down.
Better get a move on then.
At this point, it's...
But why are you so sad about it? I'm so happy. I'm not alone anymore.
Well...
At this point, I'd say it's early afternoon. Beatrice does offer a little travel sack of food to anybody who wants it.
Yes, food. What kind of food?
Well, it's a little bit of bread with some raisins in it, and a nice sliced squash, kind of julienne like you might do carrots, and a handful of spinach.
Are there any tree roots in there?
Not in those packs.
Oh shoot. Tree roots is jerky to me.
Yeah. She could probably come up with something similar if you wanted, but you have to.
I could just probably pick this stick up right here in mine. Not as good from usually better coming straight from the tree, but
yeah. All right, sounds good. Anything else you guys do, or what's your plan? Take us away.
Tuck's ready to go.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess you guys then step out of town and start making your way south. You walk along the road. As I said, it's kind of early afternoon. The sun is peeking through the trees, illuminating the path on the road. And it's a fairly, pleasant trip as you continue to walk. Can someone give me a nature roll or a perception roll? But not both. Just tell me which one you want to do and do it.
I guess I'll do a perception.
Okay.
Click.
Ooh.
All right. You're enjoying the walk. You kind of forgot where the sun was for a moment, and you started walking back north. But everyone
I never
noticed.
seen so many of the leaves on this tree. I'm always just under them. Just always looking up.
All right.
Could Tuck, who knows his way, maybe do a perception check?
Sure.
Ooh.
Wow. We've got the other side of the equation with that 24. All right. So
it's one of the things I expertise in.
You're used to wandering the forest around this area, even though your sister's farm is more or less north of here. And the smells, the earthiness of everything, especially that first morning dew smell, of when everything's moist and it's just so fresh and beautiful. But it's almost like you can kind of smell that now, but at 2 in the afternoon, there's not going to be that fresh morning dew. So there's something really odd about the smell, and you might even say it smells a little bit more like what fruit smells like when it gets too old.
Oh. Guys, I'm smelling some little bit of I don't know. When your fruit goes bad, you leave it out in the sun or in a place, it's just a little rotty. You guys smell that?
And it goes, and then goes. No. There's a lot of dirt in my nose still. I've been blowing it for the last couple of days. It's never ending. I don't smell anything.
Yeah, it smells pretty good.
I mean, yeah, that tracks.
The trash bin.
Why is something in the air?
I know it's a little stuffy, but I'm starting to kind of hit something. Ugh.
Can I tell which direction it's coming from?
No, it's just in the air. It's
okay.
I mean, even with that 24, it's just a smell.
Okay. I guess we keep going, but look out. Keep your eyes peeled for anything that doesn't look normal, rotten, decay.
Yeah. As you guys walk another half hour or so, you notice there's a smashed pumpkin in the road with some cart tracks going through it as if it'd been run over. It's probably not too hard to guess that maybe this was somebody who was coming up for the pumpkin fest and dropped their pumpkin out of their cart, and it's clearly rotten with black on the inside.
Ooh. Well, that's something you wouldn't make into a pie or a delicious dessert.
Yeah.
Is the pumpkin still orange? Is the skin still orange and it's just black on the inside?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
So can I make an investigation on? I want to look real close at this blackness. As in real life, when you have pumpkins and you leave them out too long, it gets black, right? You carve your pumpkins, it gets black. Is there something with this blackness that looks different?
Sure.
Kind of what?
So yeah, give me that investigation roll, and please describe to me what you do to investigate. Like physically, what are you doing?
Right. So I'm going to take out my dagger, and I'm going to just kind of dig out a little bit of the blackness, put it on the tip of the dagger, and maybe get a stick and kind of mash it, just kind of see what it's composed of, see if it's surface only or if it's, if it's all the way through.
Hello.
And I
Thanks for
rolled
that follow.
really poorly.
All right. So yeah, as far as you can tell, it's just the wrong color.
Yeah. Okay.
But you still smell the smell from earlier, of course. Now you wouldn't necessarily be overly confident that this one pumpkin is the source, but the smell from this pumpkin is the same smell, except for amplified, because you're right up in it.
Right.
All right. Anybody else doing anything?
Doesn't look good to eat, does it?
Thatcher's gonna kind of look around and see, if there might have been any other, tracks or other pumpkins nearby, possibly.
Okay. Yeah, give me an investigation roll also.
Nope. Same as Tux.
Right. Well, you see what I've described to you, and you don't see any evidence of anything else. You could tell that this road is one that some of the farmers that must be in that area of the forest use to come up to Oakden. But you do that without the roll, so.
It's quite odd. I guess we will have to continue. I don't really notice anything.
Yeah, I say we continue. I just Tina just steps on the squashed pumpkin as she keeps walking over it.
Okay. I'm gonna say with advantage. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
No, Tina.
I'm assuming you're wearing shoes. That's why you have advantage,
Yeah.
or boots, or whatever. Yeah.
Oh no.
And 11. Okay. So you feel like when you step on it, like the smell overwhelms you. You realize what Tuck was probably talking about, and there's something so wrong right now that you feel it in your gut. This is way stronger than any of the other three of you have really perceived at this point. And you even gag a little bit, and everyone can see that you're like physically having a response now, and it almost
Just
seems a
straight
little
up
bit.
vomit.
Huh?
I just straight up vomit.
Okay, yeah, you don't hold it back. Then you just like you step in it, you look down, the smell hits you, you're just like blah. All right, so that's what happens.
oh,
And after the next long rest, remind me that happened. And you have 1 point of exhaustion.
Cool.
oh boy.
Well, that was disgusting.
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
She
if I didn't
vomits
smell
so hard that
anything,
it hits the
wow.
dirt in the road and kind of splatters out. And I don't know if you know, like when water drips on dust and it kind of rolls and it balls into little, like...
I'm
Yeah,
just
it's
like
like-
getting paler and just like I'm sweating. I'm like, oh my god, that was. My nose is cleared now.
Oh, yeah. See, that's what half full means.
You
Ha.
I
guys,
think I'll watch where I step for now.
whoever isn't totally focused on Tina, which I'm going to say is probably Paige's, you hear a galloping noise, but it's not as you might assume, being the fantasy setting where it's a horse. You hear it's more of a soft pad, like coming from the south. And since he doesn't say anything, you all eventually hear it
I
too.
was about to say something.
That's fine.
With a heavy sigh, I'm like, something's coming.
Oh boy.
Does it
I
sound
don't know if
evil?
it's
Should we
harmful.
hide?
Does it sound evil?
Should we hide?
How do you know the sound of evil when you cannot see it, Tina?
I mean,
Well, if you cannot see it, then you can hear it, right?
it goes grrr. It's my experience.
It's just,
but
it's just an animal of some sort. I'm sure.
I
it's
will move to the side like I always do when I hear traffic on the road that I'm walking.
All right. You all hear it now as it gets a little bit closer, and it definitely sounds, it's like something kind of running, not in a super fast pace. And you recognize it being, people that live in the forest, that it is some sort of a forest animal. Could be any number of things, but as it crests the hill, you see a bright red fox, and it has a rider.
It's just a common sight. I'm so
It
confused.
is not a common sight, but it isn't a shocking sight, if that makes sense. It's rare, but it's not absurd.
So majestic.
Right.
What's on the fox?
It is a dauber. He's wearing a blue uniform with a cape that's flying behind him, and you recognize this as one of the Dauberton Guard. He's getting closer and gets right up to you guys. He seems to notice that you're there, but he doesn't appear that he's going to be stopping.
Okay,
Did you guys
I'll
do it?
wave. I'll wave.
He nods and goes by then.
I mean, I meant wave him down. I meant like hail, good sir.
Oh, okay.
Not like, sorry. I flag him down. You know.
I do know.
Just
I didn't
walks
it,
by the
but I.
tails,
All right.
Wow, how rude.
How rude. Okay, yeah. So he slows down as he gets closer to you, as you see him wave. He pulls up on the reins of his fox and says, "Hi, can I help you?"
Yeah, just you know.
Yeah, do all daubers think that animals are beneath them?
Whoa! What's this hostility over here?
Whoa.
Well, hello. I didn't realize that you were one of the speaking kind, but I'm glad to meet you. I'm Corvin, and you are? And he's talking to you, Pages.
Name is Pages.
Excellent. That's great. So, no, I don't think you're beneath me. You just happen to be on the ground and I'm up here. So,
I
you,
mean your
young
fox.
man, or sir with the cape, or with the, you don't have a cloak anymore, never mind. In the green.
Nope. Yes. Hello.
What was it that you needed? I am sort of on my way somewhere.
I apologize for my newly acquired acquaintance kind of thing here. We're investigating some problems that's been happening around here in the community. If you see that pumpkin right there, have you seen anything on your way coming up to this point? Any smells? You know, smells.
Well, as it turns out, I just passed through the some of the fields to the south, coming from Southwatch, and as I was concerned, the wheat farm south of Southwatch is also struggling this year, and now I see the pumpkin farm is struggling. So I'm on my way to Oakden to speak with. Do they still consider Beatrice like their mayor? I wish they would organize. Anyway, so I'm going to speak with Beatrice and see how things are going there. Then I have to go report to the king.
Oh, well, that's very official and
which is why I'm on a fox, because I'm in a hurry.
Right.
So,
I appreciate you stopping to talk to us.
Did you get agreement from the fox?
I was about to say something. They probably do have agreement. This is probably just his career, right?
This fox snorts at him, or at you, Pages.
I turn to the fox and be like, "Do
Snarl
not
a little
step
at him.
into that pumpkin right there. It's not a good idea."
He squeaks.
Or that vomit.
Or that vomit.
Corvin kind of makes that like grimace face, like
just wide berth.
we bid you do, good sir. I would love to see your fox on the run.
Oh yes. Well, he is absolutely gorgeous, isn't he? So I did say I'm in a hurry, but do you have any additional information that you think would be worth sharing?
Well, it seems to have migrated to bees. They seem to be acting all crazy as well.
Really?
Right, yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The beekeeper was attacked by his own bees. It seems like.
And we had to chop
Well,
and take care
more
of the bigger
importantly,
ones.
which my colleague leaves out, the bees traveled well over a mile to launch this attack. He wasn't even attacked in his own space.
Well, this is troubling indeed. There is a lot going on in the forest this day, as I did pass a number of ratkin tracks also around the farms. So
I was going to mention that.
Be on your guard, and perhaps we will meet again. And that's where we're going to end it for today.
Oh. Awesome.
So remember what you were saying?
No, it's fine.
We don't have a proper cliffhanger there, but there's a little bit of tension, I hope. So,
Yep.
There we have it. It is after 4 o'clock. I didn't even realize the last hour went really fast. Thank you all so much. Thank you for our followers. We've got, I think we got 7 followers today, so that's pretty awesome. that's a start. That's what we're up here for. Or at least that's what our goals are for. So why don't we go ahead and shut it down? We're going to go around to each of you one more time. Tell us about yourselves and where people can find you on the internet if that's something you want to tell, and your favorite moment from today, and then we will bid you all farewell. So we'll start with Vatra.
Yeah, again, I'm Nelly, and I play the character Vatra. You can always... I don't really have a thing, so...
That's fine.
I don't know. I kind of just like the funny build-up between the characters today. It's the hilarity going on here, and Tina's character is definitely pretty interesting with her emotions. Yeah.
Thank you, Shamrock. And this is just the beginning. You know, we've all played together now once, right? So it's going to be really fun as we grow as players. So it's going to be a good time. Tuck.
I will talk in a normal-ish voice. Mike,
no need, but go ahead.
I had a lot of fun. This was great. I don't have the social medias. I apologize. But my favorite part today was getting stung in the neck by a giant bee. Just imagining my like a big welt right on there. So it was lots of fun. I appreciate it. It's a great time.
That was a good moment too, because you got stung and it wasn't like a really bad sting, and I could just imagine it like swells up a little, and then the poison sets in. And it's like, whoop!
Yep. Guys, help me!
Tina.
So, I think I have a couple moments, and one of them is Toby jumping out the window to grab the bag of bees. And another would be facing the consequences of my actions of stepping on the pumpkin. And I feel like that's gonna be a little preview to the rest of the game on my part.
Maybe a little careless.
Campaign, Tina faces the consequences.
I had a little inkling, like, this might go bad, but oh well.
Yeah.
I just feel like we should have the image of the meme of like, well, if it's not the consequences of my own actions.
Yeah.
For everything Tina does.
Yeah. Right. So I don't really have a social media preference. I do have a Twitch, but I have one video from Rocket League from like 4 years ago on there still, and that kind of amazes me. My Twitch is Mistress DDR, and yes, DDR means Dance Dance Revolution.
Nice.
Nice.
I haven't thought of that in a long time.
Oh yeah.
Pages.
So I'm Jeff. I'm in the same region as Daryl. I work at the Yes. What? You kind of reacted to that.
No, I snickered because it's we're on the internet, so it's sort of irrelevant. But you're happy to welcome to share it.
We know each other beyond the internet, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Yes, we do.
I
think Jeff's a great guy.
I work at the University Southern Illinois, and I'm running Pages. As you saw, he is a raccoon kind of figuring things out, a little suspicious of a number of daubers and their ways, and I think he will grow in various ways, learning about daubers and goblins and all sorts of things.
Awesome.
And my favorite moment, I think, has to be it's not really a moment, but just the way the party is coming together and the ways in which we're still not coming together. And it's going to be really fun to see how that works going forward, because I do think that's going to be a lot of fun to play out.
Good.
If you want to find me on social media, my social media is pretty weird, but you can find my Twitter, which is my last name, Punske, and then my first initial J, all one thing, at Twitter. I don't know why you follow it. It's like literally all over the place. It's like some academic stuff, some geeky stuff, some other random crap. It's just all
Awesome.
over the place. So, it's pretty crazy social media. So it's not worth following. Don't follow
Awesome.
me.
Well, I'm glad to follow you because we have chatted through it. But
Yes.
okay, so if you want to talk to Jeff, but you can also talk to us through Twitch if you want to send messages or anything like that, or if you want to speak to anyone in the party, you can just send it to me at Splattered Inc. This is on Twitter or what's that, Jeff?
Or join the Discord.
Or join the Discord. I don't even have a link in the
There we
Discord.
go.
Why didn't I do that?
Yeah, that's the other. We are all in the Splattered Inc. Discord. So
yes, that's what I should
another
have said.
social media that that's technically social media. So there you go.
I have
Yeah.
social media,
So you can
guys.
contact us.
Yes.
I have social media.
Yes. All right. So let us try this again. Yes, please join the Splattered Inc. Discord. Come on in. You can say hi to each of us. And you can hear more about the shenanigans that go on over at Splattered Inc., where I'm mostly drawing critters for D&D. That's what I do. I draw monsters and characters.
You are super talented.
Well, thank you.
And we can share
Yes.
all the bee gifts in the main chat instead of in our cast chat.
Right. There is a Quest for the Key Fridays, which I just realized it's not Quest for the Key anymore when I set up that channel. So I'll change it to Seeds of Decay Friday. So that'll be kind of the main channel for this show that is the public-facing channel, if that makes sense. So post your stuff in there or just in the regular chat. I really don't care. But yeah, thank you all so much. Like I said, I'm Daryl Jones. I'm an illustrator. You can find me at Splattered Inc. on all the social medias. You can see my art and you can hear more about the projects that are coming up. As we've said before, Seeds of the Decay is going to Kickstarter, also with a Hero's Guide to Dobberton. So you can make your daubers and you can fight the decay and you can save the forest. September 28th, also with Hit Point Press. So you know it's going to be good if we're getting to partner with them, the authors of Humblewood. So thank you all. We will see you next week. And once we figure this thing out, we'll also start doing raids, but we're not going to do that tonight. We're just going to sign off. So everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
Hey guys.